do it soft, but really that's a low blow. Never mix emotions with the crypto, that's a no-no. Why am I so bullish? I don't know, but I'm for show. About the next out while the price is on the low. Then I hit that drip, drop,
draw. Shout out to my man. What's it? I can't like his name. I think it's XLXNYC or something like that. You go check him out, man. Subscribe to it. I think he's some kind of big time rapper on the West Coast or something. I ain't really sure. Don't get me in line.
I put it down like I'm supposed to, my words are slick. Rap tied it in a tourniquet, I serve them quick. We build it from the ground up like we work with bricks. Ain't no Jersey in sight, we still burn the drip. Corolla's headed my way, I had to swerve and shit. But my homies on point, it really hurts to miss. One of mine's dead and gone, this the worst it gets. But I keep pushing on for my earthly kids. One time for beach office 365. My condolences, hope you keep your head up high. Meth heads all around, still wishing we die. But we just multiply on the way to the sky. Shout out them drip killers on life support. Won't be long till they figure that this life is short. And don't come for the kid, I wreck mics for sport. Made them all see and I ain't even light the torch. I just fired up, fired up, fired up, fired up. And don't come for the kid, I wreck mics for sport. Made them all see and I ain't even light the torch. I just fired up, fired up.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, still prepping. Not exactly live, but kind of live. What's up, Oceanic Estate? Can you hear me? I see you in the chat. And I think you can hear the music in the background as well, if I got everything fixed this time. Absolutely. Nice. Hope it's not too loud. See, it's all about Jesus coin, right? I've seen this guy shilling in other chats. I'll take a look at this on here. Jesus coin, huh? I don't jump into these meme coins like that. Thought they had a Jesus coin before. Let's see what you're talking about. How many Jesus coins are there? Oh, it's only one right now. Thought there was more than that. That's ironic. Figured that would have been a popular meme coin to have. Look at the chart, bro. Yeah, down 29%. Hope this. There we go. So, when did it launch? I ain't aping into this, just so you know. I'm just entertaining you because you typed it in my chat. I will not be. Yeah, it does look like every other meme coin, so give you credit for that. It looks like it launched around the end of April, I guess, theoretically. So that ain't too bad for a 30-day chart. I give you credit. But every meme coin looks like that until it doesn't. So.
Green candles got me on the highway thinking about my dream Lambo.
Ooh. What up, Trip fam? So what do we got? Oh yeah, I ain't got no problem talking about stuff. Yeah, like, I'm not opposed to it, but this is a drip channel for me, so I do all my research and stuff about drip specifically. But I look at other stuff, of course. Coach, you by far provide the best drip content on YouTube. Appreciate it. Doing my best. Oh. It's almost 5 o'clock. So right now we're just kind of chopping it up behind the scenes. Still learning my way around this live stream. So decided to get on early and see if I could actually launch the stream that I had scheduled. Last time I screwed that up. Because, yeah, like I said, not familiar with all this. So far, so good. Bullish on drip all day. Facts. 100%. Bullish on the community. That's where I sit. I know the community is going to keep this going. When I look at these stats on vidIQ, you guys see me pull this up before. It's just that it's a lot of search volume, but at the end of the day, it's also not a lot of search volume comparing it to everything going on in crypto. So, or where crypto can go, let's put it that way. Where are we at right now? So you have 67,000 search volume right now, 1.46 competition. Pulse chain should be much higher right now since it just launched. Obviously, there's a lot more people in Pulse chain because it's a multi-chain network. But let's see. 35,000. See what I'm saying? So like drip has the potential to pump, but people have just been sitting on the sidelines because we just had this shitty chart for over a year, like zero development, even in any focus on it. You know, we've gotten 3 UIs on the animal farm at this stage, and on drip we've had 1. So I think with all of this excitement, we can actually see some positive price action. X is doing really well with search volume. Bullish all day. Yeah, back. So Shannon State leveling up through the roof. Appreciate it. Shooter S3, what's up? I put in the chat you live and Barted. You're probably gonna get banned, bro. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Pulse chain FUD as well. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, for sure. That's the thing, man. Like I put this up in my last video with Elon Musk. I don't know if you guys watched that or not, but man, FUD's a stupid statement. Like to me, that's just something that people without cognitive abilities just spit out there. Like, yeah, I know it's a new thing. Like crypto itself has just created this new vocabulary, new vernacular, it's a culture, right? So just like any other time and period in our history as human beings, different cultures come up with different vernaculars and words, vocabularies, things of that nature. So FUD in and of itself, yeah, it makes perfect sense, but it's not a negative thing. So the acronym itself makes perfect sense. You know, fearful, you know, fear is irrational. You know, the old saying that false evidence appearing real, but people do get afraid. They do have fear of things, especially the fear of the unknown. Uncertainty. If you listen to any of Tony Robbins stuff, you know, being uncertain. As human beings, we crave certainty so that we can take action on things, but we also like a little bit of uncertainty for variety. It makes it interesting. If you had the exact same thing happen every single day without fail, 100%, you get bored. And doubt, well, that should be kind of self-explanatory. Of course, you're going to doubt things, especially if in this unpredictable crypto environment, you see things that don't come to fruition, or things that people say is going to happen and doesn't happen, or regulators changing the things, or all sorts of stuff, right? So those 3 letters, those 3 words, they're not negative, and like there's nothing wrong with them. But if you're not cognitively developed, you're not allowed to speak on it. So it's ridiculous. So I don't personally believe you can fudge your own bags, because I believe there's no such thing as bad press. As any marketer will tell you, all press is good press. Bartertown Ray will hold a serve. Oh yeah, of course. Bro, I don't like the drip telegram. You get banned for just bringing your opinion or asking questions. Yeah, that's why I don't even. Actually, I've only been posting in there. I've been in there recently, posting just my receipts, just posting the 5 drip a day burns, and I'm supposed to do. I might as well do that on channel now, because I set that commitment. But for sure, man, I've heard all the complaints about this channel. It's crazy. Crazy. I'm still in there because I know how to like not post in there, just a fly on the wall, just see what the hell's going on. But that's just the way they want to operate it. So I get it. Again, you can have two different ways to run things. You can do the kind of Marxist method where you silence any of the opposition and you echo one narrative, and then of course you have only people left that believe that narrative. I just don't operate that way. And I do know that there's a large population of DeFi degens that operate in that same vein. So if that's the type of group they want to cultivate, yeah, by all means, best of luck. It works in some spaces, I guess, but as crypto gets adopted, I guarantee that will not be supported when you're talking about institutional adoption and regulation and stuff like that. But that's the big caveat, DeFi could always remain degen, meaning it'll always be that level of individual operating in that space. It may never, ever level up to traditional retail or regulation, smart money, so to speak. It's always run by degens, and you're going to have to operate as a degen. The way that you handle things, the way that you promote things. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We can work on it. Trip Telegram. Good luck. One narrative sounds like communism. Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. I'll DM Ray about it after we launch. Mighty leader. Yeah, like you've seen Forex talk about it. He's actually openly talked about it. He says he does not support democracies in the sense that everybody has a vote. He believes there should be a centralized figure that controls what is being done. And that's why he has the character Mao, Invader Mao, that's what he calls him. So if you know anything about North Korea, they're pretty far away from a democratic society, right? So it's very common throughout the theming. When you looked at the Animal Farm, when the theming came out and the material that was being produced. So do not doubt it one bit. At least, like I said before, at least he's consistent. So you know what to expect and what he's doing. And you see it through his actions and through the theming of the Animal Farm and how he handles communication and stuff like that. So, oops, I need to connect to my other wallet. So I'm trying to burn my 5 drip for today. It's going to be much earlier than my normal drip. I am pleasantly surprised to see that drip did not sell off as aggressively as we had before. It looked as though a lot of people have been accumulating again. So we're now sitting at, I don't know how much drip in wallets. I'm going to check and see. And also for those of you watching, shouts out to whoever joined this sub wallet that I put out for Hannah. I have not been promoting. You guys know I've been promoting joining drip until we see a reversal. Well, actually, until we actually get Triple D launched. So we've seen many reversals, little small ones throughout history in drip. But if you're sitting on the sidelines, which I don't think anybody watching my content has been like sitting on the sidelines, like, now's a great time to get into drip. I've been waiting for, 5 years or 5 months, 6 months. But if you are, and when Triple D launches and the dust settles, I think that could be a great opportunity. Not financial advice, of course. But I personally have waited to put in additional capital until that happens. So, where are we at? Chat. I'm always rooting for you on other channels because you keep 100. Appreciate that. See, I try, man. I try my best. And those that have the cognitive ability to digest what I say, I think you see that. And then, of course, those that don't, they just think of it as fun and don't want to hear it. But that's cool. I'm not here to please everybody. Cannot be a people pleaser. Like I put up in my Elon video the other day, man. And if you follow any of, I know that everybody is a U.S. citizen, but the woke propaganda, man, is killing companies. They're trying to just jump on the bandwagon and be on everybody's team. And by doing that, man, all you do is show people that you can't stand on any morals and values. So you sway left and right. So I am going to personally stand on my principles, and that means I'm going to piss off some people in the process. But at least you guys will know what you get on my channel. You know that I'm going to stick to what I said I'm going to do, rather than jumping back and forth. I can be a moon boy with facts. Like, I got no problem. Like I said, man, looking at Seifu. You look at Seifu, if we had their number of people and if we had their volume, Drip would easily be a $20 coin. Token, sorry, without, and that's removing all of the additional liquid drip. Like, it would pump, it would get sold off, and then even with the inflation, we'd be able to hold that for now. Now, granted, as time progresses and nothing else changes, then you're going to end up eating up that $400,000 a day, because the tax vault owes about 1.5 million or so drip per day. We'll look at that as well. So I can be a moon boy. I can be bullish on drip. That's not hard. It's very easy just to get on screen on channel every day and go, all right, today's the last day to buy, last buying opportunity. All right, drip to $50 tomorrow. All right, do this. Like, yeah, you just keep saying that. And eventually, as long as the drip community is here, that'll be true. Doesn't take any level of cognitive skills to do that. But I don't choose that route. Take the Path Less Traveled by Robert Frost. Let's take a look at what is owed by the Drip Garden. Or, I'm sorry, not by the Garden. Shouts out to the Garden, and of course what we have done with it. We're sitting at now contract balance of 241. So we went down to the 230s. This is the actual Drip USD price, but nothing in the ecosystem has held quite like this since that all-time low. Actually, pigs did bounce back up. They didn't come down to the low at the same time that everything else did. Well, everything tied to drip. So I guess dog still hasn't found the floor either. But yeah, this February 14 low that we had, the I guess I stand corrected. The Garden is below that. My bad. So we bounced up off of that, but now we're below that. And now I think we're coming back up. So stand corrected. I thought we were able to hold that. So no, nothing has survived. But at least we're back to where we were. So shouts out to the Garden. No, I don't want to dive in. Sign it. I want to pull up the drip obligation. I think it's this one. What we got in the chat? What we got? Yep, always reporting. Appreciate it. Shouts out to all you that have popped in, whatever time it is in your time zone. Thomas Williams, buying before or after Triple D Tuesday can be bullish, literally days away. Love the content. Yeah, like I told people, man, you're going to have plenty of opportunity to still get below pre-sale drip. Remember, drip launched between $3 to $4. I think it was like $3.50. So right now, sitting at 30 cents, even if you pumped to $3, like a 10x from here, there is so much liquid drip that it gets sold off, obviously, that you'll have still sub pre-sale drip prices. Now, you may miss the absolute floor of 22 cents, but remember, you get paid 1% a day, so it doesn't matter. Like, if you buy in at $1 because Triple D is launched and we now have a floor, yeah, you can kick yourself in the butt and be like, oh, I missed 22-cent drip. But who cares? Like, because you're going to make that money back up with that 1% a day anyway. And you at least have the security at that stage. Well, hopium still that it's going to continue. Here we go. Here's what I wanted to show. This is drip. Where's dripping faucet? Dripping wallets. Dripping faucet. So this number here. Now, granted, this is some of the what do you call that? Max wallets as well. So like my wallet is included in here. Now, but there are some that are max with still availability to pay out, like they haven't claimed out max, if that makes any sense. So this number is, if I write this down and add some commas. I hate that about blockchain. Why can we not have commas on any of the analytics? It's so crazy. So we're looking at 137 million, right? 1% of that, you guys know what that is. That's 1.37 million drip per day as an obligation. And remember, that continues to go up. So what we need for drip to caveat, drip will survive because the contract says so. So you'll get paid out infinite drip tokens. That's a feature, not a bug. And that's where people get into this battle that, oh no, it's a Ponzi. It's like, nope, no, it's promising to pay you exactly what it said it would pay you. Now, what those drip tokens will be worth, that's where we're probably getting upset, because you want your tokens worth more than, or at least equal to or more than what you bought them for. So with a 1.37 million daily drip obligation, we need features that can buy drip off the market and send it back to the tax vault. So we've only had drip, over a million drip in the tax vault like one time. That was when we had that big push. Let me see, BSC scan. Let me pull that up. While I pull that up, let me see what you guys are saying. We're going to do great things to in it to win it. Facts. Gary Williams, Oceanic 100. Yes. Considering how much drip will be sacrificed. Yeah, I agree. I think that we will see a decent amount of drip sacrifice. That's my hopes. But I also believe, and I probably have the only conflicting opinion on this, that there's going to be some people that are keeping that drip. Because, again, they bought in at very low prices. So remember, you're getting you have to put in basically the $1 equivalent. So that means, like right now, if you had drip, you would need to put in like 3.35 drip to have $1 equivalent to sacrifice for your ticket. So now what happens if you bought at this 29-cent range and then drip is holding a $1 floor? Well, now you have 3 tickets because your drip is worth more. So I think some people will, of course, dump, but also hold some of that liquid drip. Like there's an incentive to lock it up. But since the contract continues to print 1% per day, there are still going to be people who are not going to play the game properly, i.e. meaning getting drip out of their wallets and putting it into the faucet. There's an incentive now to keep drip in the faucet in the tax vault. But there will be people that just don't care, or they forget, or they're playing a different strategy. So you have to factor in all those unknown unknowns. And I don't know how much of this here we are actually going to suck up. And as we do, again, remember, 1% every day, all day. More people getting in, the more it has to pay out. Triple D keeps it cycled back into the system. But all of a sudden, let's say you got 10 max wallets and you're getting, 20,000 drip a day. Well, you're not going to sell all that drip. So you might just keep some of that on the sidelines, because at some stage it becomes ludicrous for you to manage multiple drip wallets. I mean, if you let them just accumulate, I guess it's not a big deal, but the only solution that we have is adding utility community projects that can keep drip from being sold, or not from being sold, sorry, just keeps buying it and putting it back into the tax vault. So as people are selling it, dumping it on the market, we have enough utility to buy it and put it back. That's the solution. That's where the magic happens. And with that, if we also have the borrow and lending. So remember, I showed you guys BNB leverage. Anybody can create pairs on this and do some trades, shorts and longs. So I think the community, hopefully in my crypto ranch team, maybe that's something that we can actually solve a problem for. I think we need to do some of the easier stuff first, but the team in there can come up with a borrow and lending option, some kind of over collateralized drip, maybe drip BTC and drip BUSD, like a multi token LP or something that makes it stable to where people can borrow against it, because we know drip is super volatile, so people would get liquidated very quickly. Please use a keyframe frequency for 4 seconds. Currently keyframes are not being sent. What does that mean? We got an error. You guys got a poor connection or anything on the stream? The current peak frequency is 8.3 seconds. Note that ingestion occurs. Picture sizes. I'm not sure if you guys are still there, so give me a message in the chat. I'm just seeing this error on stream settings, stream health. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. I don't even know where to set that up at. It's watchable. Oh, all right. Appreciate that. Good to know. I'm seeing this error on what do we call this thing? OBS. Yeah, OBS. So anyway, where was I? Drip tokens. Yeah. So we got to figure out something to do with that, and of course, the borrow and lending would help for sure. So, and again, that's something that anyone can create. So as you guys heard in the recent AMA, Forex said anybody can build for Drip, and it's up to the community to decide whether or not to use it. So I think that's bullish. And of course, there are going to be some community members or some projects that the community doesn't support, and some of the more vocal community members may throw under the bus, but ultimately it's strength in numbers. So the power is in the masses, and Drip is still in its infancy. Even though it's 2 years old, the amount of adoption that can take place in Drip is just insane for anything in crypto, actually, with the proper hype and marketing and sustainability. Any project can reach hundreds of thousands of people. Meme tokens do hundreds of thousands in wallet holders and millions a day in volume. So Drip still has a long way to go. Long. All right. What else we got? So yeah, I was covering this. So like I said, for any of you guys that didn't pop in, let's see what Forex Shark popularity is right now. So it's still extremely, so his popularity is not that high. But as I showed you guys before, Drip Network has a decent amount of search volume. It had more search volume than Pulse Chain, which is crazy. Pulse Chain is like this long awaited chain to get launched, and that had a bunch of hype, but here's decent search volume. Andrew Tate, Drip Network. So I think with all this, we can actually see some pretty positive price action. So as long as Triple D launches and all the community, which I know the community will get behind it, starts putting out videos, starts putting out tweets and content, and you have this already organic search volume, there's got to be a large amount of these people that aren't in Drip as well. So once the algorithm picks this up, then we could be off to the races, because it is going to take some fresh capital. We can't keep recycling, even if there are people waiting on the sidelines with fresh capital to get in. We have to make this attractive to other people. We have to continue building out these other dApps and stuff like that. That's the only way price stability is reached. Although the Drip Reservoir Layer 2 sounds like it could be very interesting and sustainable on its own right. So there's a lot coming for sure. Like Ray says, it will be a movie. Yeah, it already is. when I look at where did it go? I don't have Drip up, do I? No. Oh shit, I never finished the burn. Oh, I did finish the burn. Cool. When I look at the chart, it already is a movie, because where we're at and where we can go to is just insane. Let me capture this. Where's my screen capture? Looks like it's not running. All right, I'll do it later. But you guys saw me, so I burned my Drip. So that's, yeah, I'm doing this, like I said, all the way until June 1st or Triple D launches, whichever comes first, which they look like they're going to be on the same day. So there's a lot of potential. So yeah, I'm not one. Forex mentioned on stream that we had 150 to 180,000 holders or people. Like, I don't believe that one bit. There's no way. The volume, if we had that, there'd be a lot higher volume. There'd be more people on the animal farm. There'd be more people in the Telegram, Discord. Yeah, it's a lot of duplicate wallets for sure. There's a guy in my chat that says he has 10. I've seen that one video Ray did where somebody had like 50 sub wallets. It's crazy. And we do know there are some coders in the Fudster's Paradise group. So you could very easily create multiple wallets and automate them. Actually, one of the guys in my group has all his automated for positive reasons. The ones in the Fudster's Paradise group is for negative reasons. But multiple people have multiple wallets for their family members and stuff like that. So My numbers put us between 30 to 50K. If we can actually get 137 real legit people, oh man, that would be crazy. Let's see. Oceanic Estate, 100% drip code. Appreciate that. Beantown 978. How high does drip need to go in order to have a positive impact on the garden? It already had a positive impact on the garden. It's I can't really give you exact on your question. Where is this at? Here we go. So right now, the from the little bounce we had in drip, we were here on the drip LP price. So on May 15th, I think we touched down on another low. We're now at 30 cents on drip. So we went up from $1.72 on the LP up to $1.91. So it's already had a positive impact. If you mean a positive impact as in getting back to these prices, hell, it had to get pretty high. Put it that way. I don't remember what the exact ratio of drip to BUSD is. Supposed to be, 1-to-1 or 50-50, but it changes a little bit based on the price of drip. So for us to have like a $5 LP, back then we had roughly a 5. Let me pull up drip. Be easier. Let me pull this up so I can bookmark this one. Nope, that's not bookmark. Let's see. Let's get rid of open leverage and go to Dex Tools. So I can show you something right now to give you an idea. And it's not impossible, as I showed you guys again. Like, it's all a matter of just volume. You get the right volume in, drip pumps. It's real simple. And that's why we need positive price charts for drip to pump. Because then that lets other people on the sidelines get an entry point. They're like, oh, this is doing something. Oh, I'm seeing it trending on Twitter. Oh, it's got a lot of YouTube videos. What is this about? Let me get in. It's really, really simple. I don't want ads. Stop it, Dex Tools. Just want you to go from 15 minutes to 1 day. And let's take a look at November. So November, like I said, we had, that's this candle here. So it's basically, it should be close to like a 1-to-1. So it'll change from there based on the contract balance. But we had a $4.50 drip price when we had a $5, a 470, so $5 LP for the garden. So to answer your question, Beantown, it just needs to pump from where it's at currently. And again, look at the volume. Like, there's hardly any sell volume coming through. Like, there's the buy volume 64K, sell volume 20K, 35K, 20K, 30K. So we don't have a lot of action on drip. Like, it's just the negative price action is actually due to just a small amount of volume, like less than 100K. I mean, that may be a lot for us as individuals spending $100,000 a day, but it's nothing for a token. So if we can get more volume into the token price, like you see this, we went up with just 114K worth of volume here. So getting daily buy pressure on drip is a solution. That's why we need, community driven projects to do that, just to buy drip and send it to the tax vault. That fixes everything. Let's see. Probably 50 cents or so, depending on the strategy of your garden. I guess that was for Beantown. Dr. Chris has close to 30 max wallets. Damn. Nice. Roll the dice. Appreciate that. Don't know who Dr. Chris is, but that's a shit ton of max wallets, that's for sure. Per HUA article on Medium. Don't know HUA. Garden is on the BUSD side. Facts. At 37 cents, want to be well said, he was earning $2,000 a day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of people that are in positive at these prices because they got in early. But for me, my drip, let me see if I can pull that up, show you guys. Because for me, even though, so you guys, if you've been following my channel, you've been following my journey, about 27,000 in drip, built a team, maxed out a wallet, about 3 months away from another max wallet. And then 6 months after that, a third max wallet. And my drip ROI price is still like 70 cents. So the people that like want to be whale, yeah, they were the ones that got in much, much earlier, because the power of compounding interest, that's 2 years at compounding interest if you got in at day one. So that's so many more max wallets that you can build. So I'm still underwater at this stage. And I know a lot of people below me are even worse off. So that's why I say we as a community have to do something. So yeah, it's great that Wannabe Whale and Ray and Stunna and all the early birds are just killing it on drip. But there is a large group of people that are not. Even if you were DCAing, you could still be underwater at this stage. Only the ones that would be the ones that bought in when we hit that low in February, because now we're back above that. We touched it again, but the power of compounding interest. So you would have doubled your drip bag since then. It's February 14th, 75 days later. We're about at that range right now. So this shows you purchases. It's not. So when you look at this number that they have in here, where is it? Average purchase price. This is saying of the drip that I have in that wallet, how much I purchased it at an average. So it does not count all of the accumulated drip. So right now, the best price to see that, to see where I'm at, is dripnetwork.ca. And this particular calculator shows you what's available. So I put in my own spreadsheet. I'm not gonna pull that up right now, but you guys have seen me pull it up. I do it once a month. But when you come over here to Faucet Calculator, this is one of the better ones that show you with taxes. Kelly Snooks does as well, but I just like the way this one's laid out. With taxes, how much drip you have left. And I've airdropped to my other wallets so that I could build those up, right? So when I take, so you guys can figure out where I got this number from. I take this total profits, where is it? Claimed max payout, reaching max payout, total profits. This one, 35,138, because it says forecasted values when claiming only. So this is when I claim out with taxes and everything, I'll have 35,000 drip that I will have claimed by January 15th. So when I add that 35,000 plus the other wallets that I have, if they were to start claiming out right now as well, and I divide that by the total amount of drip that I have put in, which this is showing it for just this wallet, not the other wallets, then I divide that number by that, and that tells me what my average drip price is. And like I said, that's 60 cents. So those guys that are below that, they got in obviously again before I did, because I don't think any of them were buying when drip got to triple digits. They were probably all selling, which would make the most sense. Buy low, sell high, obviously. So anybody that was buying at $100 or triple digit drip, they are going to be wrecked. I showed you guys that one Whales video on my channel, Mystify. He bought 80 grand worth of drip at $100 or so. And he's ROI'd, I think he said he ROI'd. I don't remember. But he's at a negative because he's definitely been claiming more than he has compound and hydrate. So I'm guessing to get the money out. But he hasn't even bought back in at these low prices. So there's money sitting on the sidelines. Back to the chat. Let's see what you guys got. Roll the dice. Yeah, 37 cents. Yep. Salute, coach. Salute to you, Renzo441. There's a lot of military folks out here. I don't know if that's just a salute. It's just a kind of a DeFi degen kind of greeting, or if there's military people that use it. But I know I saw some of my chats because I've gotten a lot of love from some fellow vets on my personal approach to handling the DeFi space. Dr. Chris got a few articles on Medium. All right, I have to check out Dr. Chris. I'm not familiar with him. Crazy man. Facts. Roll the dice. Yes, early is definitely their situation. Agreed. Huge position difference when you factor time into protocol. 100%. Super wrecked. Yeah, I'm not super wrecked. Or I don't think that other guy is super wrecked either. I think they're waiting, because even if, you bought in that 80 grand for 1,000 or 100 drip tokens, at at these prices, obviously if you had 80 grand to throw in, then that dude could buy right now a bunch of max wallets, but he's waiting. So they could quickly get their ROI back, or at least get back into a net positive at these prices. And if drip pumps shoot back up. So he said he has some buddies that are sitting on the sidelines as well. So, and we've heard that there's a lot of capital sitting on the sidelines, and every time drip pumps, we see it. So it's just a matter of actually getting it to do something and hold. So this triple D launch is going to be the telltale sign for sure. Why don't you move? Let's just do this. There we go. So I still believe that we will, shoot up, because we did over here, shoot up to, 60. I think we got to like 97 or 87 on the native. And I think we'll get there. But then, of course, we're going to have that battle with all of this. So that's the hard part to forecast, because we don't know how much of that is going to get sacrificed, how much of that is going to continue to hold, how much of that is going to get sold off. So those are your three options. Some of it will not move at all, but hopefully a large enough portion will. We can refill that tax vault. That's what I was doing. BSC scan. Damn, it's so easy to get sidetracked over here, man. Trying to do like 30 different things, and there's no flow on today. Like, I just talk whatever you guys put in the chats. That's where I go. So I wanted to show BSC scan, see if we can actually find the tax vault. 10,000, probably not. It won't show up, but let's see if we can get it over here. Let's minimize this. Let's pull up my private name tags on BSC scan. Let's see. Tax vault, not there. Highly recommend, I mentioned this multiple times, name your contracts and tokens. So when you start doing, like they say, do your own research. Blockchain is don't trust, verify. And the way you verify is by coming here, looking at this public ledger. That is the one piece seems like everybody has forgotten. Don't trust me, even though I come out here and put stuff on stream to give you some reassurance. Don't trust me. Go and verify. That's why I put my wallet addresses up and show you this stuff every day. I want you guys to actually validate what I'm saying so that you can verify. There should be no trust. Blockchain is a trustless technology. That's the reason it was created. So that is not what I wanted, because this is not the holders of the drip token. We have to go to the drip token and copy this address. I actually only know one way to get to the vault, and that's when it shows up on the holders to get the actual analytic chart that I'm looking for. Because I want to see, like I said, we had over like 1.5 million drip. But if it doesn't show up here, then I don't know how to see that analytic piece. That's gosh, Jesus. I didn't realize a lot of people sitting with max wallet. These are all max wallets right here. I mean, if they deposited, it's not anymore. This person actually looked like they took the exact number for a max wallet. Very close to that. 27,474 or something crazy. It's crazy, that amount of drip. Let's go to, can I expand this? Because right now in the vault, we have hardly anything in it. So it's not, it's not even going to show up on this holders page for me to see the analytics I want to see. That sucks, because there's right now 104 drip in the vault. If we would have had the 14,000 we had earlier, I could have at least seen it. Bytecode BNB, what is that? It's a contract. But the point I was getting at is that we got to 1 million drip at some stage, and that wasn't a lot of volume coming in. And now with these incentives to sacrifice, and maybe they do like the way that they're mentioning on that on the website of the Drip UI, where you can be showcased for having the most sacrifice, stuff like that. This is something I need to bring up to you guys, because there's still a lot of people can be there confused. When you send drip to a dead address, so people are like, oh, we need to reduce the circulating supply. You cannot reduce the drip supply. There is no burn function on the drip token. When you come to the contract and you come and look through here. So actually, let's go write contract. You'll see the functions that are here. There is no burn function. Burn, you'll see on the dogs track contract. So if you have a burn function, then that means it can actually remove drip from the supply. Like it can actually adjust this number. That's what burning does. So we do not have one. So everybody that's like, oh, we need to reduce supply. You're wrong. You cannot. This is why you need to understand the blockchain, do some research. There's no way to actually take drip tokens out of supply and sending them to this dead wallet here does nothing because it's still counted in this. So this number is a calculation of all the drips in wallets. And to the blockchain, this is just a wallet. So the best thing we can do for drip is keep sending it to the tax vault. And there's a lot of these people, just thought about that have just been sitting on this drip. So I think a lot of people either bought it as a token that was pumping and they forgot about it because, man, I got a bunch of contracts and fuzz in my wallet that I forgot about. They don't want to sell it. Or these are people that are active, but they've just been holding this amount for so long. So that's one thing that was not, I guess, thought about when the tokenomics were created, that people would treat this as any other token, where meaning they're going to buy and hold it in their wallets. It's not designed for that. It doesn't. Well, it can do that, of course, but that's not the optimal way to play drip. But that's the thing. You can't control how people utilize the tokens. So there's always going to be liquid drip in wallets because these are how many different people? Just the top 1,000 holders out of 147,000 people, and they're all holding liquid drip in their wallet, but guarantee they're not tapped into the ecosystem. Not all of them, or else they wouldn't. So it's gonna always be there, and the more of it that it continues to pay you every day, then there's no incentive for you to keep it in there because, like I said, at some stage you have to start managing all those wallets. So I already have, I think myself, I have 7, but like 4 out of those 7 have less than 100 drip in it because I followed the Rocket wallet, the Rocket Science group, and that was the dumbest thing I could have done. Do not make multiple wallets out the gate. If you haven't already, just max one and then airdrop to the next one. It'll be so much faster. Don't spread your capital out like that, especially with the uncertainty of the crypto space. Yeah, I do not see the tax vault, unfortunately. Trying to see if I could just go through here, farm reward transfer, to show you guys that 1 million drip that was out there. But and when we got there, because then I could find the volume. So I don't know how to get there. This drip can be burned. It's sitting in the fee manager holding wallet. Burn that drip, Forex. Send it to the tax wallet. So yeah. Anywho, what do we got over in the chat? You see how those wells come into the equation? Wait, let me go back up. Agreed, huge position difference when you factor in time. Yep, facts, right? Salute, yep. You see how those wells come into the equation when they get to those prices. Oh yeah, facts, man. Like this is a great buying opportunity because with that 1% per day in this floor that we've been able to hold, albeit it's still an unstable floor, but above 20 cents, we did not break below 20 cents. You buy in now with price appreciation and 1% daily, man, that ain't a bad gig. I wish I had that money that I'd already put in. Let me see. 20, I think it said like 27,500 divided by 0.29. I could have bought 94,000 drip at these prices. That's like 4 max wallets almost. I didn't put all that in at one time, so can't say that. But bro, it would be awesome if you can have a live stream with Mystify. He's calling thing out pretty badass. Yeah, I reached out to him in my chat, or not in my chat, but on his stream. Let's pull up his let's get out of here. Let's go YouTube. I got no problem chatting with him. I shouted him out. Ain't nobody else covered him that I know of. You guys know I'm gonna put you on to whatever I find in the drip community. That's the whole purpose of my channel, man. So he was spitting some truth out there, especially regarding how to play the game. So I haven't watched his latest video, but yeah, I'll reach out to him. I got no problem bringing him on. I'd like this to tap his knowledge. Obviously, he's been in the game for a while. He has proof. So I have to check this one out. Buy the rumor, sell the drip. Yeah, I have to check that out and see what this is about. But yeah, I'll reach out. Appreciate it. These guys, won't OGs dump on the Triple D pump? Ah, of course. 100%. There's the OGs, and then there's all these people that I'm showing you here. Some of these are new Gs. There was a lot of people that bought into this. So they're, of course, going to dump. It's like I said, they're picking it like a regular token. So even though it has taxes, they could have bought the drip. They probably bought the drip off of the native deck, so there was no buy tax. So all they need is 11.25% sell on PancakeSwap to make a difference. So if your average price, like this guy was buying drip at 23, 25, 28, whatever. So let's just do the math, man. Let's just be generous. Say he bought it here at 31 times 1.1125. All he needs is a 34-cent drip. So of course he's going to dump, because anything above that, like not all of it, or it could be all of it. Hell, I don't know. I would imagine they're going to DCA out just like they DCA'd in. But there's a big enough candle, I would dump that drip. Like if I was a whale, it's like they play the game to make money. They're not here to build a community. They don't care if someone below them gets wrecked. Whales became whales because they're cutthroat and ruthless, man. That's just the way it is. They will dump on you in a heartbeat. There might be some quote unquote good whales that exhibit positive whale behavior for the ecosystem, but all it takes is one bad one. So yeah, they're going to dump for sure. Like I said, you got three options: sell some of this, sacrifice some of it to get wallets, and hold some of it. So it ain't all going to disappear. That's the unfortunate fact. Yeah, but let's see. Yeah, but it can only go on for so long. Exactly. Yeah, 100% organic. Yeah, that's the goal. Like we want to get this. Nope, not this. This down. And I showed you guys. We go back to January, basically. What was it? 1.7 million. So we held this 1.7 million for quite some time. There we are, 1.7 million. You go back before January, like November. Doesn't go back that far. But that 1.7, when you look at the charts, I had it on BSC scan or Dune Analytics. That 1.7 had been there multiple times. Let's see, I think it's on this. Yeah, way back here, October, man. So just call it 2 million drip. So 2 million drip is probably going to sit around in wallets. And that goes back to what I was showing you guys here. When you go down to that 1,000 holders, so all the way down at the end, there's still people holding 1,000 drip in their wallets. So I don't think any of this is going to move at all. I think these people are just people that bought off of, a CoinGecko pump or something like that. And they're just it's not moving at all. These are some weird numbers and they've always been sitting down here. So, and then there's more people than this. So that's where this 1.7, and I'm rounding up to 2, comes in. But 2 out of the damn near 10. So 8 million roughly. Go back. 8 million should do something because it's been purchased recently. And the bulk of it came after the February 14th dip. So you see, we went from on January 1st, 1.7. We only went up to 500,000 on February 1st. So we got 2.2 million. Then all of a sudden we had that big drop. And so from February 1st till, where are we at? Let's go to 14. It takes too long to scroll through here. Let's go after the 14th. Go to 19th. Another 500,000. So 500,000 in 14 days, and previous to that was 500,000 in a month. And then now, of course, you go February 14th or February 19th, 2.7 million to March 19th. You got another 1.3 million that was added, right? So it just keeps going exponential from there. 4 million to 5 million, another 1.6 million. And then we go to May, 7.9 million. So these people have been buying and holding drip since we've been in these lows. So that's why you hear people like Ray say, yeah, we got a battle ahead of us, because when you look at this, it's all this. It all came in here. So the bulk of that drip, pretty much after we broke $1, was really when all hell broke loose. But that's a feature, not a bug, a pro and a con, because all of that drip being held was purchased at $1. So that means you can get more of it. But also for every 100,000 or so that we pump from here means that's more drip that we can buy at these low prices and send it to the tax vault. So as these people are dumping, they're dumping at these low prices. You can put in $1 million right now and get 3 million drip into the tax vault. Of course, it's going to go up before that price, but you get my point. When you put that same 1 million into drip up here, let's go up here at $1. Well, it's only 1 million drip in the tax vault, right? So it's going to have a positive effect, but there's going to be a lot of volatility along the way. Plus forward moving events. Facts. How many pigs to be a pig pen whale? Hell, I don't know. Pigs ain't paying out hardly anything right now. They're paying out like 2 cents per pig. I sold a lot of mine at 50, so I can't give you any what do you call that? Information on that. I would imagine like it's a penny. If a whale would be depending on what your per day dividend would like to be. So I know that this has the potential to be 50 cents per pig, 10 cents per pig. There's still enough capital on the sidelines to kick it up to 10 cents immediately. So 10 cents, 1,000 pigs would be a great start. I think that'd be a nice little kickoff. $10 a day, $300 a month. So pig whale, I personally would say 1,000 pigs at the 10% price, but at these prices, 1,000 pigs is not paying you hardly anything. So, oh wait, 1,000 pigs at 10 cents, is that what, $100? Why can I never do math on stream? You guys know what I mean. All right, we're rounding down to the top of the hour. So 57 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap up. You guys let me know if you got any other questions in the chat before I sign off. Trying to keep these streams at exactly 1 hour roughly for you all. Never even bought pigs or dogs, just never really been attracted to the animal farm. I'm a simple guy with certain aspects of my life. Animal farm has a lot going on with respect to it though. Hey, what up, Matt? Lane, yeah, facts. The animal farm, I totally get it. It is definitely where you go to stake your capital after you've made some money, especially in a bear market. So, the BUSD pool, like this is my goal to get people unbanked, because with Spritz and then a place to park your capital, like if you got money sitting in your checking account or savings, you don't want to lose that, and you have bills you're paying every month. So the BUSD reward in here, especially if you're looking at getting unbanked, this 12% APR, that's 1% a month on a stable coin. That's not bad. Like that's great compared to traditional finance. Like your checking account or savings account may give you 2% per year. So it would be great to, if you had your monthly salary or whatever moving in here, then you pay your bills from here with Spritz, then you're actually unbanked. So it's a kind of a place to park. You're not going to become a millionaire, but it's a place to keep your capital that's SAFU. So if you haven't made any money, then this is not attractive to any of the degens because the APRs are too low. What up, man? Yep, pump the winning into it. Yep, pump the winning into it makes sense. Yeah, of course. We go into the moon, so you park your money there to get unbanked. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, like that's my goal eventually. Right now, I'm actually already unbanked. I have a bank here in Cambodia, but I don't keep a lot of money in there. I just transfer what I need from other plays that I'm in. And then I have some staked here on my other wallet. And then I just transfer it out to my Cambodian bank here. But here it's easier just to keep. The bank's not as bad, let's put it that way. All of them can collapse, but there's some pros and cons to Cambodian banks. That's about the best I can say. Too many taxes and trip. If you have money, buy up pigs, get BUSD. V3 is supposed to be great. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. We heard the same thing about V2. So, as I mentioned you guys before, features, products, that's not what sells to people. People buy solutions to problems. So, if people in DeFi and the DGen specifically don't understand what problem V3 is solving for them, then we won't see any positive price action. V2 was the exact same way. He hyped it up, talked about all the millions that could come over from all the other bridges and staking protocols, and none of it came. Why? Because it's too complex and people don't understand what problem it solves. They don't understand why stake here over ApeSwap, BuySwap, or PancakeSwap, or Stargate, or multi-chain. They don't get it. So since they don't get it, they don't move. You, as a marketer and a person, as an entrepreneur, you have to understand and speak the language of your client, and you have to solve a problem, and you have to create a pain point for them to want to move forward. People move away from pain and towards pleasure. And there's not enough pain anywhere in the space to make people migrate over to the animal farm, understand how it works, and participate in it. That's why the TVL has gone down, and other TVLs and other farms have gone up. It's just the way the marketing works. All right, that's it. I'm gonna cap it right there. Earn enough to outpace inflation, live off dividends while you're unbanked already. The freedom in that is crazy attractive. Yeah, facts. Yeah, best of luck in the US, man. Find solutions to problems, one of the realest lessons a human can learn. Facts, especially if you want to make money. Is Forex going to create another token on Arbitrum that additionally takes money away from Dripping Animal Farm? I have no idea about that, man. But we will see what he does on Arbitrum. All right, appreciate you guys for jumping in the stream and hanging out with me this early morning, late evening, afternoon for you guys over on the West Coast. I will catch you in the next one next week. So, you know the drill. Lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.